and then some, it'll come back to me in a second. But I'm kind of mad right now because I know it was direct. Anyway, I'm on page 26. On page 26 of my book, The Ten Commandments of Black Economic Power. So the reality is that everyone boycotts black-owned businesses, including black people. This vast economic divide is the kind of thing that holds our community back economically and keeps our best and brightest as nothing but job seekers. That's right. To fix this issue, black people must consciously seek out and support black-owned businesses whenever possible. This should start with the businesses being run in your own family and neighborhood. You start from the inner circle and you work your way out. Supporting black-owned businesses doesn't just mean buying the products. It means adding value by any means necessary and in any way possible. So supporting a business doesn't just come down to spending at the business. Sometimes you don't have money to spend. It doesn't just come down to being an investor. Sometimes you don't have the money to invest. It might mean sharing a link on social media. It might mean telling people about the business. It might mean offering free labor to your cousin because you know your cousin can't afford any employees right now, right? Whatever it means. It might mean words of encouragement. It might mean just saying, "Hey, good job, black girl. I see you. Good job, black man. I see you." Right? Like, girl, I got your back. I want you to win, right? And these are things that these are feelings that money cannot buy, and that money is not required to buy. It doesn't require anything for me to just support you and to show love for you and to give you the encouragement required for you to keep going because times are going to get difficult, right? So here's a quick list of things you can do to support black-owned businesses in your community or your family. I will address these issues further on my podcast on the Black Financial Channel. One, buy products from the company to directly support it financially. Most black-owned businesses aren't financed as well as white-owned businesses, so they need customers immediately in order to survive. Banks don't give us the same loans that they give to white people. So a lot of black-owned businesses struggle. Why do most small businesses die? Can anybody guess why small businesses die? Put it in the chat. Somebody try to guess. Why do most small businesses die? I want to see if anybody can guess. Ryan says no support. Okay, that's part of it. That's not what I'm looking for, but good answer, good try. Let's see. Lisa says money. Okay, that's kind of vague. Ryan, access to capital. Exactly, no capital. Liquidity. That's another way to describe it. A lot of businesses die not because they don't have a great product or a great vision. They die because nobody believes in them. They die because there's nobody willing to write a check to say, here's some money to hold you over through so you can get through the dark times and get to the good times. Faith is really important, and respect for other businesses is so important. And here's what I mean. I want to try to see if I can explain this because this really applies to not just money. This applies to everything. This applies to so many different areas. If you look at businesses and the ones that fail and the ones that succeed, one big variable that will make a massive difference is the ability of the business to be able to get access to capital when things are not going so well, to be able to get through the dark times and keep the boat floating. Uber, for example, is a corporation that has had years where it literally has lost billions of dollars. I don't know if y'all know that, but Uber has been losing money for a long time. Uber was losing several billion dollars in a year, right? And Amazon was losing several billion dollars in a year. So I want you to ask yourself, well, how in the hell did you stay in business if you was losing all that money? I want you to think about when you start your business, imagine if you were losing $1 million a month. How are you going to stay afloat when you're losing $1 million a month? Either you got to be insanely wealthy, or you have a massive line of credit, or you got a backer. You have a backer. You have somebody that believes in you. You have somebody that respects you, somebody that's committed to this dang thing, somebody that's kind of willing to go down with the ship. That's a hard thing to do. That's an act of faith.